When you hear a phrase Ukrainian music, you probably imagine this. And yes, in fact, Verka Serduchka is our national treasure, but there are a little more legends. Hi, I used to be known as voiceovers on this channel. You can follow me on my Instagram where I post some creative photos, or you can support this channel by liking, commenting and subscribing, and you can even donate as little as €1 on my Patreon and get some cool stuff instead. Today I will share music from my country, which is Ukraine. And if you know a little more than British and American scene, you probably have heard about these bands. And if you're from Ukraine, you will call this list basic. But yes, it's just the basics of the Ukrainian music. In the comment sections, you can share opinion on my music. What did you like, what you didn't like, and also you can share the music of your country. And maybe next time I will make a video on that. The first band I like to present is Okean Elzy. And you probably even heard a remix of their song on TikTok. They were formed in 1994 and are considered as representatives of alternative indie and art rock in Ukraine scene, whatever art rock is. At first, I thought of comparing them to Oasis, but then I realized that they have nothing in common. Then, later, I found a comment from our Ukrainian fella that called their style Britpop. They were kind of an example of a band that had their own original sound, that sung in Ukrainian, which is honestly rare here because most of Ukrainian artists sing either in Russian or in English sometimes. And if you sing in Ukrainian and you get famous, you are respected here. The lead singer Святослав Вакарчук got into politics, was dragged into several scandals, and people got really upset. So if we had cancel culture in Ukraine, he would have been cancelled. The next band is Vopli Vidopliassova, or simply Vopli. Started in 1986 and are considered as fathers of Ukrainian rock and roll and neo-ethnic music, if we believe Wikipedia. They toured in France in the 90s and even lived there for 5 years of their lives. Their music combines rock with folk sounds in a very interesting way. What gives more volume and what gives an interesting vibe to their music is lead singers Oleg Skripka's voice. I think it's quite unique and it's not usual even for Ukrainian pronunciation.
весна, 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 весна гамує, весна, 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 весна прийде, весна, 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 весна.
Кліп танці.
У клубі були любі танці. Танці. Веселі, добрі танці. Ла-ла-ла танці.
Kind of reminds me of Talking Heads Once in a Lifetime, but I wouldn't compare these bands at all.
And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile?
They are literally different.
Хай несе мене ріка, фантастичному човні, в небо несе, наче у вісні.
The last band I want to mention, and I will probably focus on this band a little bit more, and I will explain my reasons later. This band is called Scryabin. They were formed in 1989. Of their career, they were more of a post-punk and synth-pop. That sound is difficult. Synth-pop.
Сонце на стінах, як там, де сонце на стелі, танцюю танець пінгвіна, страшно веселий.
Lead singer Andriy Kuzmenko lived near Polish border when he was younger, so he could listen to foreign artists, which was banned in USSR. A lot of people mention The Cure as their main influence, and also they are called Ukrainian Depeche Mode. I mean their earlier works. In 2000s, their lineup changed a lot, and also their genre switched to more of a pop rock.
Бо я не доганяю тупу манеру показувати пальцем на бультер'єра. А я не бультер'єр і не собака, далека голова, така ніяка, що з того, що ми всі. Тепер Європа, як в мене голова, така ніяка.
Which was commercially successful. You could hear a lot of his hits on the radio, on the TV, and they still managed to take piss off Ukrainian government, Ukrainian politics, and even show business.
Є хлопці, хлопці олігархи, нічого нас не колише, ми заробляємо бабки, ми веселі. Хлопці олігархи, дівчата в нас моделі, машини іномарки.
The reason why I focused on this band is because of the lead singer.
Бризкає шампанське море, я напився, відпливаю, вже назад не відпускаю, ти смієшся через сльози.
Ukrainians love him till this day. He was like our dude on TV, always down to earth, vocal about his views, and patriotic till his last day.
Ми так хотіли, щоб був колись тут рай, але зрозуміли, що нас просто кинули, як лохів розвели за спинами, діла свої зробили, злили нас, мене з тобою разом в унітаз, злили нас.
He sadly passed away in 2015 due to the car accident, and a lot of people believe that that wasn't just a car accident, and that makes his song Люди як кораблі of 2005 really prophetic.
Хтось не доплив, бо йому мати повні трюми води, бо стати героями тої війни дуже хотіли вони.
Seeing him on TV was like seeing your cool uncle that made it and still remained the same.
Зайди в холодну воду, не бійся намочити ноги, переплисти кілометри льоду з дельфінами на той бік моря.
Moreover, his lyrics were amazing, and it definitely took time for me to understand them, to understand what he meant, because before they seemed just so childish and funny and just silly, but in fact most of his songs had a really deep meaning. He sang about us and for us, and maybe because of that you can't really understand his works, but I would definitely suggest listening to them, especially earlier works, as they were really groundbreaking for Ukrainian scene. And some honorable mentions. I want to mention two songs that are quite popular in Ukraine, but the band themselves,
Хочеш, я твоїм кольором буду, восьмим кольором, восьмим чудом, білим, я буду білим, як сніг, якщо ти ним бути дозволиш мені.
is considered, I guess, more of a one-hit wonder. And the last song,
Лиш вона, сидітиме сумна, буде пити, не п'яніти від дешевого вина. Моя дівчинко печальна, моє поле золота, я продовжую кричати, ніч безмежна і пуста.
I call it a Ukrainian Wonderwall. Not because of the sound, not because of the melody, not because of the lyrics, because they have nothing in common. Just because the times this song was played on a guitar. I'm telling you, I've heard this song played on a guitar far more often than I've heard Wonderwall. But this song is more of a song of previous generation. I'm not even sure that my peers know about this song, but I remember my cousin playing this song a lot on the guitar, and a lot of older guys in the camps that I've been to play this song a lot. So yeah, it's kind of a Ukrainian Wonderwall, though the lyrics are completely different. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, because it's the second time I'm recording it and I worked really hard on it. I know I could expand more on this genre and lyrics, but I think it would be kind of boring and it would be way too much for one video. So maybe if you want me to focus on a separate band, I can do that, but I want to talk more about Ukrainian music, as I think it's interesting, and if you're really into music, it's something that you should look for. And as I said before, you can mention your bands, your artists from your country in the comment section. I don't care what your language is, even if only 2 people in this world speak your language, I want to hear it, I want to hear your music, and I want to hear your country. So please share your favorite artist in the comments, and it would be really nice if they sang exactly in the language of your country. So let's say you're from Hungary, I want to hear them, I want to hear the bands that sing in Hungarian. So as I said before, thank you for watching. Likes, comments, shares, whatever, I'll be really happy. That gives a little support to this little channel and it makes me happy and it keeps me motivated. Patreon, you can give me as little as €1 so I can afford bus rides in my city. And thank you for watching for the 3rd time. Okay, до побачення.